Like like for me, like I think you a cute, I think you a handsome guy. I think you got stuff together. But you know what? I would never deal with you. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't deal with you. Because you have a philosophy that's
our beautiful sister Priscilla, the Queen Maker, has another video that we're going to be talking about today. And this particular video is basically telling men that you cannot be telling a woman, you don't have the right to tell a woman when to have a child, or to be like, oh, we need a child. Like, you shouldn't be the one making the decision. It should be the woman making the decision, because everything is happening in her body. She's the one that tends to do almost everything at the end of the day when the child's come. So you don't have the right to make the decision for the woman, and that is what today's video is all about. Hey beautiful people, how are you all doing today? My name is Maria Davids and I'm back again with another interesting video. It's so good to see you here today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If it's your first time for joining this channel, you are welcome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll the video to the end, then we'll come back and talk about it.
because you have a philosophy that's anti my philosophy. And dealing with you, I'll mess around and get myself in a situation where you'll intentionally get me pregnant against my desires because you want family and you want to fulfill all this stuff. And so I wouldn't even put myself in that situation because I don't want no kids. And there's nothing you're going to say that's going to persuade me to do it. And I'm not coming into your world like that. I'm just not doing that. So, that is what I teach women. Stand on your square and do what you want to do, not what a man wants you to do. And that's just where it's at.
The purpose of a woman is just to do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she has that right. Just because you don't like the fact that she got that right don't mean, because that's what you want. You want a woman so that you can knock her. Here's the thing. She's the one that got to birth that child. That's her body, not yours, right? And that's her time. That's her mind that she got to give up. You don't get to make that decision for her. If she wants kids, then she has every right to say, okay, now I'm ready to find a man because I want a child. Not to lend herself over for a man to use her for his own desires, for his own. She ain't no tool. She is a human being. Y'all want to use women as tools for your visions. And no, sir, that ain't what I teach over here. And I'm not letting no woman that's rolling with me operate on that level. Or her kids, or her daughters.
Right, but I'm asking you. So, in my culture, in my family, there's a saying. My mother's Turkish, by the way. There's a saying that heaven is beneath a woman's feet, and it's holding women in high regard. All the men in my family, all the men in my experience, all the men that I connect to, the people from my family put women at a high regard. We see as the woman as the foundation of families. But what I'm asking is that if a woman is holding herself in a high regard as well, too, we're saying her purpose is just to do what she wants. She has no purpose to children. She has no purpose to men. She has no purpose to family. She's supposed to do what she wants to do.
Yes, that's right. Because that's her prerogative. She don't owe you nothing. She don't owe you to give you a family. It's your job to work your ass off to prove that you're worthy of producing, furthering on your genes. It ain't her job to say, well, since he want kids, let me make myself accessible so he can have kids. No, if she don't want no kids and she wants to dedicate her life to a charity, or she wants to run a daycare or whatever, it's more things to do. And there's so many people on this planet that need to be helped. It ain't about prolonging your seed. It ain't about you, but you want to make everything about you, and you want to see a woman that you want to possess and say, look, forget your dreams, forget your mind. This is what I want, because the ego is just so strong in y'all. Because even when I said that, guess what you reverted to? I, my, me. I think this way. My family think this way. We don't, it ain't about you. At what point does it become about a woman and including her in her own destiny? When is she included in her destiny?
Just give me 1 million reasons why we shouldn't love Priscilla, the Queen Maker. Like, she always have a good reply to every response, and that's what I love about her. I love the way she's standing up for women, and some men are seeing the truth now, but most are not seeing it yet. Okay. I'd like to know your thoughts about this particular video we just watched down in the comment section. Let's go ahead and check what other people have to say about this particular video. Then we'll come back and talk about my own opinion.
Because you have a philosophy that's anti my philosophy.
Okay, please go back and watch that video for context. Don't open your mouth to comment until you watch that video and you can comprehend so that you can respond intellectually, because I don't have time for the unnecessary nonsense. Listen, I don't think that there's anything wrong with what anybody desires. When you meet a person, your desires must match. They cannot be contrary to one another. And if they are, you two don't need to be together. You understand what I'm saying? If you meet a person, they want kids and the other one does not, y'all can't be together and be long term. Now that we're in this new season where we as a collective are now starting to see that marriage and kids is not really something that we desire anymore, because of how much of a burden it has become on us women. Because yes, he's talking about, oh, the women in my family revere women that have a bunch of kids. Okay, being revered is completely subjective and it don't mean shit. It's just a goddamn opinion and it don't mean anything. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, once you saddle this woman with all these damn children, and he being fine, fit, and wonderful as he looks, because his body don't have to go through the trauma of having children, and he don't have to spend his time raising them. You understand what I'm saying? He gets up one morning and decides he no longer wants to be in a relationship. Who gets burdened and left with those said children? The woman always does. You understand what I'm saying? And so he can go and he can leave his relationship, go out and find something new, shinier, and great, and then go get a podcast mic and say all single mothers are trash and deserve to be a smash or a pass. But then these same people who's repeating the same ridiculous refrain are creating single families all over the country. You understand what I'm saying? So tell me, what the hell is being a wife and a mother? What does it benefit? Who does it benefit? Because it sure as hell don't benefit the woman. And so if a woman is like, listen, I don't want to be in a situation, I know for me, I can't handle being a single mom. So I'm not going to have babies or have more children than I can tolerate, or more children, because everybody don't have a village. Everybody don't have, a support system. When you leave, that woman is stuck with that responsibility. So now we're starting to plan our lives a lot differently. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's mama's baby, daddy's baby. And nobody wants to deal with the repercussions of the unknown. And
where you'll intentionally get me pregnant against my desire.
Is this conversation getting old to anybody? Trying to teach men boundaries? Trying to teach men that they do not own a woman's body? Trying to teach men that we are not breeding grounds? Trying to teach men that we are not succumbing to what they only want out of life? We are the queens. We are the goddesses. We run everything. What they say, this is a man's world, but there'll be nothing without a woman. Period. We run this shit. And y'all really need to understand that. So to think that you're going to coerce and try and get a woman into doing something that you don't want, that they don't want to do, because you think that a woman's purpose is to have your children and succumb to your will. Let me tell you something. My generation, I'm like, what's that? I don't know what it is. I'm in between millennials and Gen Z. I don't know. But My generation is not having it. We're not having it, babe. If we say that we don't want kids, we don't want kids. If we say we want a man who is going to take care of us and mean what he say and say what he mean and do what he gonna do because he want to do it. Because if a man wants to do it, he's gonna do it. We don't give a fuck about being lonely. Lonely sounds like a happy place compared to what y'all are. Baby, I will sit at home with my cats, titties out, ass out, having a good old time with my music going on. Neo soul. Fro going wild. Nobody to judge me in my home. No man to clean up after. If it means protecting my peace and my boundaries. Because if I say I don't want kids, I don't want kids. Especially without a ring on this here finger. And the love that I desire. And that's it. But you niggas don't understand that. Because y'all don't understand respecting women for who they are. Y'all don't see us for nothing but a product. And a means to an end. And that's some bullshit.
Of a woman is just to do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she has that right.
Y'all can't peep the play, huh? I really can't knock on this because so Priscilla, I've been watching a lot of her videos. One thing I can respect, she not practicing misandry. She not necessarily a woman who hates men. She's just an advocate for women. And her whole purpose, the thing she pushing the women is free will from under the patriarch. That's her whole thing. So basically what she's saying here is woman shouldn't fall on a man's will. The only problem I got with what she's saying is when she said that men are using women for their own purpose. It's kind of true, but what's also true is when two people get in a relationship, they both use each other. Like that's the point. I can almost guarantee you a woman has more purpose in her mind, unbeknownst to a man, more things that she require of a man and more purpose that she want a man fulfilled than a man has on a woman. A lot of times, men, when we go out here and find women, we just find it starts off with a woman we're attracted to. If we see some values we like, how she carry herself or whatever the deal may be. And then we just in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, until it's over. But for women, they real specific. Women are real internalized and specific about who they pick and choose. Now, sometimes they fall under their flesh and they can't get away from a man for whatever reason, hormones, whatever. And they fall in these toxic relationships. You know what I'm saying? But she make a lot of valid points. She make a lot of valid points for the side that she's choosing to advocate for women. And I can't knock on it. As humans, and see what she pointed out, old boy, he wasn't necessarily being disrespectful, but what she got to get, this is what she pulled out of him. She pulled the patriarch side out of him. He not a rude guy. He ain't a bad guy. Like but the thing is, when he kept pushing, well, this is what women supposed to do. And see, that's what Priscilla don't like. And I can't knock it. Because, as a man, I don't want nobody. Don't tell me what I can do. I think as human beings, men and women, we should have free will. But, the thing I don't agree with is the point that she's just pushing men are just trying to use women. Nah, man, we both using each other. And like I said, I feel like when men get in a relationship with women got more purpose set for their man than the man have for the woman. Whether you know it or not, your woman know why she with you and she know what she wants you to be. That's why she's so demanding.
Like, I think you a cute. I think you a handsome guy. I think you got.
Go back and watch that video, y'all, so you know this for context. Man, can't nobody get you pregnant unless you let them. What is she talking about? Oh, man, gonna try to make me get pregnant.
Look, I'm just, ain't gonna let no man control me and get me pregnant.
Look, man, y'all gotta be better at this, man, because can't no man get you pregnant unless you let them. You gotta have sex with them. I mean, y'all know how babies are made. I honestly believe this lady is doing it for clout. Just me though, you know.
Like right, like for me, like I think you a cute, I think you a handsome guy. I think you got stuff.
Here's what I don't understand. Here's what I will never understand. Instead of going and getting with a woman who wants the same shit as you stick around and try to guilt trip a woman into having a child with you when she let it be known she don't want no kids. So yes, it makes perfect sense to sit up here and try to have a child with someone that doesn't want the child. Yeah, so it makes sense to bring a child into a situation where they're not going to be loved by both parents. One parent is literally going to be tolerating the child. A child is not something that can be compromised on. Either you both want the child or you both don't. So if a woman is telling you she don't want kids, just accept that. Because at the end of the day, you're not doing nothing but doing that child a disservice. One parent is literally saying, I do not want this kid. But then y'all want to be shocked when we see women on the internet saying that they're tired, that they don't want to have shit to do with the child, or they can't build a connection, or they just don't feel motherly with that child. Well, no shit. She told you she didn't want the kid in the first place. But when y'all say y'all don't want children, it's perfectly fine for y'all to walk away scotch-free, no problems, not even think about it. Because I told her I didn't want no kids, and she still allowed me to get her pregnant. So it's cool for y'all to not want kids, and we supposed to just accept that. But when a woman is voicing that she does not want a child, she has no wanting of being a mother or anything of the sort, y'all trying to convince her to see otherwise. And then when she up and walk away from you and that child, you're quick to call her every name in the book but the child of God, when she let you know up front she did not want this kid. So why not just respect her wishes and what she wants, and just be like, since you don't want a kid, I don't see this relationship working out, because I want children and you don't. We want two different things, and I don't think this is going to work out. Cool. I accept that. And I agree. It's literally that simple. But no, y'all want to sit up here, stay in relationships, and try to do mental gymnastics and pull every Jedi mind trick in the book to try to get the woman your way. And that would never to me. That is the most illogical I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
If you're here, definitely you're enjoying this video, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Okay, let me know your thoughts about this particular topic down in the comment section. I don't know, some men are not getting it. They are not, and it's so sad. It's so sad. One of the stitch from the men, he said you cannot be selfish in a relationship. If a man wants a child, the woman should be able to understand and give the man the child. So what if the woman doesn't want a child? Will he understand and let the woman stay childless, or will he go outside and look for another child? But if a woman wants a child and the man doesn't want a child, it's going to be like just one of the stitch that a lady stitch. She said it's going to be like, I don't want the child. I told you I didn't want a baby. You kept the baby, like, under the child, and she's going to be a single mother or a baby mama. At the end of the day, it's going to be a woman's fault. And everybody's going to be like, why did you keep the baby when it clearly told you it doesn't want a child? I remember a video I posted, I think last month, that the lady doesn't want the child. She had the child because the man wanted the child. And now that she had the child because the man wanted the child, the man is unavailable to be there for the child. She's the one doing everything. She doesn't have time for herself. She doesn't hang out with her friends. She doesn't do anything. She's always with the child, and the guy is always working. And even the work is working, it doesn't even give her money. Like, he's not providing. You know, it's another thing when you have a husband that is working 2/7. He doesn't have the time. You're not seeing him. He's always going here or there. He's always traveling for work, business trip, and all of that. But you are seeing the money. But this one, she wasn't seeing the money. She's not seeing the love. She's not even seeing the attention. He's not even there for the child. He's not there for her. Like, she was like, she's gonna get rid of the baby. Like, take your child. I don't want. I posted the video last month. If you remember the video, let me know. Like, my own is, men, you don't have the final say for a woman having a child for you, because at the end of the day, she is the one that does, let me just say, 90% of all the work to bring that child to this world. And when the child comes to the world, she's still the one that sacrifices herself, her career, her life. She puts the child's life first. She puts everything first, to be there for the child before herself. And you all don't even, most of you all don't contribute nothing. Most of you all don't contribute nothing. The sacrifice a woman does to have a child for you is so much that you should not be the one making the decision. She should be the one to be like, oh yeah, let's do this, because she has seen that you worth having this child with, not because she has the right to have the child. A woman is there to procreate. Oh yeah, start procreating, let's have children and all of that, and she just had given birth to you. Because if she give birth for you just like that, at the end of the day, she might become a single mother, and you are the one that will come out and start blaming woman that, who raised this man, who did this. Single mothers are the one that raise men that turn like this. You keep on insulting the women that it was you people that left them single mothers. So that is why I believe that men should not be the one to make final decision of a woman having a child or not. They shouldn't be, because the contribution that they put for this child cannot be compared with the sacrifice a woman does. Is he carrying the pregnancy for 9 months? She has lost everything. She can't get her body back. She can't get her body back to the pre-pregnancy body anymore. Is it the labor pain? Is it the surgery? Probably she did a CS. Is it the breastfeeding part? What does the men do then? What are they doing? And don't just say providing. Yes, some provide and not all provide. Even the mom, even while they are still pregnant, they still work their ass off to make sure they secure money in case this man is no more, or probably decide to stop providing and want to punish her because now she has a child. She wants to need him all the time, so she needs to work as well. Women are not lazy anymore. They don't just sit around and expect a man to provide for them. Women are working hard now. So when you're putting finance in the table, that is not the only thing you should bring to the table as a man when you want to have a child with a woman that you call your wife. You have to be there. You have to be supportive. You have to be able to do not just the bare minimum, but the major things for her. Do the right thing. Let her see that you're worth having a child with, and she can give you a child. You shouldn't be the one making the decision for a woman whether she should have a child or not. That is it about this video. That is my take about this video. Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section, and thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff, and of course I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.